Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to make your own yarn dolls, just like this one. This one's about 6 inches tall, but you can make them any size you like. I'm also going to show you how you can get a label that you can attach to make a nice gift, something called a Damn It doll. So I'm Christine from Christine's Crafts, and this channel is all about crafting on a budget. So the first thing you're going to need is some yarn. I'm using a nice chunky one, but you can use any yarn you've got available. Some scissors that will cut your yarn, nice sharp ones, and 2 pieces of cardboard. So to make a 6-inch doll, one of your pieces of cardboard needs to be 8.5 inches tall, and the other one needs to be about 5 inches tall. And this will just give you a nicely proportioned doll. Now, if you want any of those labels to turn them into Damn It dolls, just head on over to my website. The link's on the screen and also in the description below. And you can print off as many labels as you like for free. So let's get started. Take that tall piece of cardboard, and we're going to start wrapping some yarn around it to form the body of the doll. So just make sure that one end of your yarn is right down at the bottom or a little bit overlapping, and just start wrapping. Now, how many times you wrap round is entirely up to you. It depends how chunky you want your yarn doll to be. I'm trying to remember, I think for this one I did it about 25-30 times. But just keep looking and think, does that look about the width of the yarn doll I would like? And keep going until you're happy. So just keep wrapping. You'll notice I didn't cut a length of yarn, so I'm just pulling it off the ball so I can keep going as long as I like. Keep wrapping, keep having a look, and this just makes sure all your lengths of yarn are the same length. A little bit more. Yeah, this is about 30 times. Having a look, having a feel, do I think there's enough there? Bear in mind you've got double the number, and then cut it off. Doesn't matter if it's a bit long. So now we just need to get it off the card and cut. So the first thing to do is to get your scissors and get them up right at the top edge of the cardboard and cut your yarn. And now you can cut it off the cardboard, or as I choose to do, you can take your yarn off the cardboard, make sure it's all nice and smooth, fold it in half and cut through all those loops. So you've got all your pieces of yarn the same length. Now you'll notice one of them was loose. I put it to one side. I'm just going to bring it back in now. And you're going to lie all your pieces of yarn down and make sure they're bundled up nicely and all the ends are together. And that's our body. So cut a long piece of yarn, at least double the length of the yarn length you're already using, and place it down. Place your bundle of yarn down so you've got about 1 inch from the top of your bundle to the yarn that you're going to use to wrap it. And then you're going to form a loop, pull it tight, and you can see I'm not happy because I forgot to do a double turn on my knot, as taught when my children were learning to tie their shoes. If you do a double loop on there, pull it tight, it holds it tight. And then tie it off properly. And then you're just going to let those lengths of yarn come down and form some more bits of the body. So that's it. You form some hair. Your yarn doll is starting to appear. So now you're going to get another long length, double the length of your original yarn, and you're going to bring it about 3/4 of an inch down from the last loop that you tied, and you're going to repeat the process. Pull it in tight. Now remember, you've not finished the knot yet, so you can still adjust. If there are any bits of yarn that are too loopy, just pull them through. Tie it off properly and let your yarn lengths go down. Doesn't matter if they're too long at this point, but you can see you've now got hair and a cute little head. So now we need to think about arms. So you remember that small piece of cardboard? You're now going to do exactly the same as you did before, but on the smaller piece, and you're just going to wrap it round and keep wrapping it round until you're happy these are going to make nice chunky arms. Now if I remember rightly, I don't think I did 30 for this. It was maybe a little bit too much, but definitely wrapped it round probably about 20-25 times. Yep, you can see I paused and looked, decided to do another loop. And we're just going to cut it off the cardboard exactly the way we did before. Get those scissors in, make sure you're right at the top. And then if you want, you can cut it straight off the cardboard. Or if you prefer, slide it off and cut through those loops. So these lengths of yarn are going to form your arms and hands. So again, just make sure you lie them down and bundle them up so that they're exactly the same position, so that their ends match up. Get a nice long length of yarn, place your bundle on it. How far up you go depends how big you want your hands. I'm going to suggest you probably only want about half, 3/4 of an inch. I'm in a little bit of trouble with mine there. And then you're going to pull it in exactly as you've done before. Nice and tight so that your yarn doesn't slip through. Finish the knot. And you can lie them that way to form the rest of the arm. Or you can lie them that way and they'll form a bit more hand. It's entirely up to you. So we're just going to repeat that at the other end of the bundle to form the other hand. And obviously we're going to make sure we smooth those lengths of yarn so we get nice smooth arms and that the lengths all match up at the end. So again, pull it in tight, check you're happy, and then finish your knot. This time I'm going to lay them out to the hand again and just trim them off just because they'll be too annoying that long, that's all. And that's it, we've got some arms, so we just need to attach them to our yarn doll. So you're going to take the yarn doll and all those long lengths we're going to open up and split it into approximately equal halves. I didn't count them, but you do want equal. Place the arms in, pull it back down, and you can see how we're going to. Now what you might find is you're a bit concerned about the arms being able to pull out either side. And if you have that concern, simply open up that body again. Take a couple of lengths of yarn, or 3 or 4, depending how many you want, from the middle and push them through the arm bundle. So then they will stop the arms from sliding out completely either side. And then pull all those long lengths of body back down. And you'll see you need to spend quite a bit of time just making sure everything's lined up, everything's smooth, everything's how you want it. If any of the lengths look like they should have gone to the back, or the back ones that should have come to the front, then now is the time to adjust them. Once you do your next tie, you'll not be able to change them. So again, a nice long length of yarn, bring it underneath the yarn doll, and you're going to tie a loop again. Make sure you get this loop as far up towards the arms as you can. You want it nice and tight, a nice snug fit under those arms. So pull it a little bit tighter. See, I'm adjusting. Make sure you're right up tight against those arms. Pull it tight, and now you've got time to adjust. Any of those lengths of yarn that are not pulling tight, that you're not happy with, that seem a little bit bulky, just pull them through until you're happy with the appearance of your yarn doll. This is your opportunity to get it how you want. Yep, so you've got a nice body on that side. Make sure I'm happy with that on this side, so you're not tight against those arms. Pull it tight. If anything goes that you're not happy with, again, just keep adjusting until you're completely happy. Get it tight, finish the knot off. And you can really see you've got a yarn doll. Let those down. Now, if you want a yarn doll in a dress, you can simply cut along the bottom, tidy up your arms and your head, and you've completed a yarn doll in a dress. But if, like mine, you would like some legs, we're going to have to split that length into 2 equal halves. It's up to you if you want to count them or if you just want to do it by eye like me, but you want approximately equal for the legs. Now I'm just trimming off the ridiculously long ones so they don't get in my way, because we're going to plait these legs. Personally, I'm not great at plaiting. I've only had boys and I've never had long hair to plait. So it's not a skill that I've gained. But you need to take each leg in turn and split your yarn into 3 approximately equal bundles and then plait them. I'm not going to give you instructions for plaiting because I am no expert. Perhaps that's something you'd need to look up. But you need to try and keep the yarn as tight as possible and hold all 3. So it's a challenge, it's fiddly, and it is quite tricky to get it looking neat. But just persevere, and you'll notice that I keep pulling the yarn. I keep pulling it tight, making sure it's not bunching out anywhere. Keep working your way down until you've probably got about 3/4 of an inch left at the bottom that you're going to use to form your foot. So keep plaiting, and it gets very fiddly as you get to the bottom. And then you need to hold that plait so that it doesn't unravel. And then you're going to tie the foot off in exactly the same way as you did the hands. So you take a piece of yarn, place your leg on it, and now your real challenge is to form your knot with one hand, because you need to hold those plaits down or they'll unravel. You'll see I'm trying to poke it through, and then once you can get that and pull it tight, make sure all the yarn lengths are through, make sure you're happy, and then pull that tight. So you get that tight loop that will then hold your plait in place. Make sure it's really tight. Finish off the knot. Lay the ends down to form some more part of the foot. So I'm just going to repeat for the other foot, and you need to do the same. So again, plait really carefully, keep pulling the yarn so it's nice and tight, and form a plait for the other leg. And then you're going to need another length of yarn. Form that loop, keeping that plait tight, and tie it off. And there you go, you've got your doll. So all you need to do now is go around all those lengths of yarn and trim them so you get nice tidy feet, nice tidy hands, and a tidy haircut. You're just working your way around, make nice little arc shapes, just keeps it nice and tidy looking. And once you've completed all your snipping, you have a yarn doll ready to play with, ready to place somewhere as a decoration, or ready to turn into a damn it doll to use when you're stressed. But whatever you want to do with yours, you now have a yarn doll. Hope you've enjoyed making your yarn doll, and I hope you've enjoyed watching me make mine. And now enjoy using your yarn doll for whatever purpose you would like. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up below. Please subscribe, and then you can see all my videos as they go live. And thank you for watching.